Oh boy, this one was a slog. I managed to find the rare LucasArts L. I wanted to give this game the benefit of the doubt. The animation is good. The voice acting is pretty decent. I mean, it's got Dan Castellaneta in it, the voice of Homer Simpson.
Don't worry, I'm Hercules!
Uncredited, of course. I guess he didn't want to make it known that he was in this pile of garbage. The game sucks to play. The controls are bad. The combat is bad. What platforming there is bad. It's all bad. Some of the mechanics are so obscure that I had to look at the manual for them. And even then I couldn't figure them out. There are these little bonus pedestals. I thought I could save on them. But no, saving is a completely different beast. These are bonus pedestals. They spawn a bonus thing whenever you complete a certain hidden objective. Most of these objectives are so obscure that even the one walkthrough that I could find on GameFAQs doesn't mention most of them. Anyway, the game begins with Hades capturing Persephone, because of course Hades is evil. I could talk at length about the Christianization of Greek myth, but I'm not going to. You play as one of three heroes, Atlanta, Hercules, and Jason, who is a child. Okay. One thing I do like is that they got Jason's skin color right. Jason is always depicted as having a very dark skin. So it's nice that they decided to include that in a game where pretty much everybody is white. I decided to play as Hercules because, you know, it's called Herc's Adventures. Why would I not play as Herc? And then you immediately start on top of a mountain, and when you make your way down, as characters are giving you tutorials about things, you fight your first enemy. And this is where the problems start. Because they decided that the first few enemies that you fight should have giant health pools and can grab you from very far away and do a lot of damage to you and go a lot faster than you can and are very much bigger than you. These are the first enemies in the game. This is not a good introduction, and it doesn't get much better. See, eventually you may get past these guys. And I very much recommend that if you play this yourself, you don't fight anything that you can afford not to fight. Because you don't get anything from killing enemies in this game. But if you manage to get past these guys and go on the path and eventually encounter your second enemy, it's a tree with a gun. Okay, I guess there are skeletons in the middle of there, but there's a tree with a gun, and it shoots you with green bullets. Why do the Dryads have guns? Why? Okay, whatever, let's go to the first boss. It's a boar. The Caledonian boar. In Lerna, not the Lernaean Hydra? You know, like the Lernaean Hydra, the thing that Lerna is kind of known for in mythology? No, you decided to put the Caledonian boar there. But you didn't name it Caledon. Anyway, the boar shoots a laser? Yeah, the boar shoots a big laser. Like that one really old meme that was kind of racist.
I'm a fire!
No. The boss isn't too bad. It's actually not even as hard as the first enemies in the game. And then you pick it up and you feed it to a man, a normal sized man who ate the huge boar, and he gives you a heart and it increases your health by 10, which is okay, I guess. But then you go to the first town, which is Ellis, home of Hera, and there's a guy that you can pay to make you stronger, and it just increases your AP, or ability points. And there's also a guy that you can pay to save. And this is the first save point in the game, like 2 hours in. Okay? Great. 2 hours in. And there's the first save point. So let's talk to Hera. Oh, good.
What do you want? Oh, bet you're working for that no-good husband of mine.
Oh, good. Hera wants a cow. It's in Sparta. Sparta is to the south. And we go there, and there's lots and lots of these soldier guys. And they all suck because they have more range than you, and they can hit you faster than you can hit them. All combat in this game sucks. It's bad. And if you die, you go to the underworld, and you have to fight your way out. And apparently, you can't do this infinitely. You can only do it 6 times, but the game doesn't tell you that. Only the manual tells you that. And there's no way to get lives back. You just have 6 lives for the entire game. So you go find the cow, and you have to carry it back. It doesn't go into your inventory like the boar did. You have to carry it back. And carrying things drains your AP. This is how fast it drains. And this is how fast it recovers when you're not carrying things. Let me show you how long it took for me to carry this cow all the way back to Hera. Yeah, not good. What do you get for completing this task for Hera, you might ask?
Like one of these fine keys of mine as a souvenir. The H on the key will remind you of me, Hera.
A key? A key to what? I don't fucking know, because this is when I stopped playing. Look, this game is bad. It's really bad. Everything about it is bad. If you liked this game as a kid, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you. I wish you had better games. Because this sucks. You know what really sucks? The fish enemy. Oh yeah, I never mentioned the fish enemy. There's a fish enemy. It's in the water. You can't hit it normally. You have to throw bombs at it, and you only have a limited number of bombs that you usually have to buy with money that you could be using to save or buy health items. And the minute you get in the water, the fish will swarm you. But then, the minute you get out of the water, they spread out. So it always takes several bombs, and it's really hard to aim them. And it makes me wonder if you're even supposed to fight these fish enemies, or just like go around them. Occasionally your character will just stop and say a line.
Check out my muscles.
And they'll stop even if you're in the middle of combat. And sometimes the game just kind of stops responding for a few seconds. Or it'll think that you're holding down a button when you're not. And I don't know if that's just the emulator or the game, because it's not my controller. I've tried several different controllers with this game, and they all do the same thing. I mean, at least the voice acting is okay.
But be careful. Hades has many allies. In fact, there's a couple of hundred of them just up ahead.
What am I playing next? Please be good. Dune 2000. It's a Command and Conquer clone.
Alley Cat Blues.
Wait a minute. This isn't my world. Disappointed.